Welcome everybody to week 2 of remote learning for Math 8. I hope everybody is staying healthy and I hope everybody is doing everything they can to stay healthy and to stop the spread of this virus. And I hope your families are healthy as well. Hopefully you're not going stir crazy. If you're like me, it's hard. It's a hard adjustment not to be able to go outside, or typically if we need something from Walmart or Menards, I would just go out and do it, even if it was only a few things. I know that wasn't always the best option, especially when it comes to saving in gas, but that's just something I'm used to. Or, our family typically would go out to eat once a week, and it's hard, with all the restaurants being closed. We have been trying to support a lot of the local restaurants by ordering out on, for takeout one day a week, but it's not quite the same as going out to these locations. So hopefully last week's math remote learning went well. I am checking off assignments as you complete them, and quite a few of you are missing some things. I've got a few of you that haven't completed any of the online learning from last week or the remote learning from last week. I got quite a few of you who've completed all of it, and I've got some of you that have completed 1 or 2 of the assignments. So make sure you're getting everything done. I am checking off as to whether or not you get stuff done. Just make sure you're getting it done. That way, if parents, and I'm going to send a video out to parents, and I'll tell parents, if you want to know if your child is doing their work, one, they can ask you and you can show them that you're doing the work. But secondly, parents, I'm going to tell parents that they can email me and they can ask me if you, because you're the child, if their child is doing their work. And I'll just email back parents saying yes, no, or, kind of, they've got 2 out of 4 things completed or 3 out of 5 and whatnot. Now, last week was kind of let's just face it, it was a pretty easy week in math for one reason. We wanted to make it easy. We wanted to make it more of an introduction. Now, keep in mind, I still have office hours from 9 to 10 and 1 to 2. If you email me during these times, I'm more likely to get back to you very, very, very quickly. And that's because I'm not in other meetings. And yes, we do have meetings. In fact, I had like 5 or 6 meetings yesterday with various people from around the district. We don't meet face to face. It's all online. But during these times, I'm not in meetings and I'm checking my emails, and I will get back to you really quickly if you have a question. So one of the things I did add is I did add a math joke of the week. Why can you never trust a math teacher holding graphing paper? Now, the answer to that is going to be at the very, very bottom of this document. So I'm not going to have it in this video. You're going to have to look at this document yourself. So first of all, this is what's going to be happening this week. On Monday, we're going to have a classroom meeting. Yes, we are all going to meet online via Google Meet. And we're going to meet at 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to see how many of you joined that class and that meeting. And I would love for all of you to join. Now, I understand if something's going on that your family can't join, or if you only have one computer at home and you're unable to join at that exact time, but I'd love for everybody to join. And one of the reasons why we're going to have this class meeting is I want to be able to open it up for questions, concerns. You can ask questions if you want, not only about math, but about science, about what's happening at the middle school, whatever questions you have. So I want to open that up, but I also want to make sure that everybody understands what's going on this week. So how do I join that Google Meet? Well, if you go to Google Classroom, and here is what it looks like on my end, up where it says Math with Tune, we have a Meet link. So at approximately 1 o'clock tomorrow, so you don't have to join like at 12:45. I'll probably join about 5 minutes early just to make sure I'm the first one there. But at 1 o'clock tomorrow, just click on that. And when you click on it, it's going to look like this. Now, my face is going to pop up here more than likely. Don't get shocked. Whoa, there's Mr. Wittune. But one of the things you can do is you can always turn off your camera. That way, when you join over here, your face isn't going to be on there. In fact, as a class, we want you to turn off that camera. Now, there might be a point where we all turn on our cameras just for a few minutes. But one of the things we are really stressing with our students is we want you to turn off the camera, because I'd feel really bad if something embarrassing happened. And one of the stories is, I think my wife told me this story that she saw it on Facebook or somewhere, that someone was in the middle of a meeting and all of a sudden the husband walked behind, and I don't know if he was, eating something. It was just kind of embarrassing having her husband, walk behind. In fact, my wife was in a meeting yesterday. She was on the couch down in our basement, and I thought she was talking to her sister online. So I went and sat next to her, and all of a sudden, the person looked really puzzled on the other end, and it wasn't my sister-in-law, it was another teacher. So if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have sat right next to him and said hi. So again, we would like you to turn off your camera. And when I'm talking in a meeting, we're going to have you turn off your mic. And the reason for that is if I'm talking and going through directions, what'll happen is if the dog's barking in the background, all of a sudden everybody hears that. And we just want to make sure it's an orderly meeting. It can't be one of those things where you're trying to interrupt a meeting all the time. You're doing whatever you can to get everybody's attention. That's not what these meetings are for. So we're going to attempt our first meeting at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Again, you just go into your Math Google Classroom and you click on that. We're going to see how many of you join. So we're going to have that at 1, and I'll even put here 1 p.m. I haven't shared this document with you yet today. I hope to do it today. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing on Mondays, we're going to be doing Khan Academy. Now, watch this video. This video will show you Khan Academy. It'll talk to you about what it's like, where you're going to find your assignments and whatnot. And it's very important that you can log into Khan Academy. I just emailed, I think I emailed 6 or 7 of you probably about 10 minutes ago. And according to my records, you haven't logged in. I sent invites a while ago. And there's one person that the invite didn't go through because something funky, some message came up, but hopefully you can get signed in as well. So I've already assigned the Khan Academy assignments for this week. I'm not sure when you log in if they're going to be assigned to you yet because you're a little bit late with logging in. Hopefully, I was hoping that everybody would have logged in right away last week or 2 weeks ago when I sent that out. So most of you are logged in and you're fine. So this is what we're going to do with Khan Academy. We are going to be assigning you, and first of all, if you haven't signed up for Khan Academy yet, these are the directions how to. Again, most of you are already done. So typically on Mondays and Tuesdays, and we're going to try and get into this routine through remote learning for the rest of the year, we're going to assign you some Khan Academy skills. And this video up here, and I also linked it right here, will explain how you go about those skills. It'll talk about Khan Academy, how you can get help, and how you can get hints. And you can always email me questions as well. Now, each one of these, and you're going to do 2 of them on Monday, and there are another 2 assigned for Tuesday. Now, I might say, well, that's 4 Khan Academy skills. That's a lot. Each one of these only has 4 questions. So if you're someone who knows how to find slope from a graph, you're going to finish up this activity probably in about 3.5, 4 minutes. And you're going to be able to finish this up if you can, graphing from a slope, if you can do it, you're probably going to finish it up in 3.5 to 4 minutes. So you're going to have lots of extra time on your hands. Now, one of the things I would like to encourage you is if these are going really fast, and here are the ones for Tuesday, if these are going really fast, let me know. I can assign you some more challenging problems. Again, you're going into math next year at the high school. You want to have as many skills as you can so you're as successful as you possibly can at the high school. If we do this remote learning and your attitude is, well, yeah, I can do those, and that's all you do, and you only spend 5 minutes a day doing math because you're rushing through these and you know all these skills, are you going to get any better? And you will get out of math what you put into it, especially with remote learning. If you put very little effort into it, you're going to get very little out. Now, ironically, I don't know if this is irony, but I'm actually in conversations and we have a class meeting set up or a teacher meeting set up. We're going to be deciding your fate in math next year in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be recommending to the high school whether or not you are going to be in double dose math. And they don't call it double dose math anymore. They call it something different. I think extended algebra or for English language arts, I think they call it Readers Writers Workshop. So are you going to be in one of those double dose classes? So again, this is another chance for you to show me that you're capable of doing well and you're capable of learning on your own. So on Monday and Tuesday, you got Khan Academy, and I put check marks here this week to help you out. Wherever you see a check mark, you have to do it. So again, you look at this and say, whoa, this is a lot. It's really not a lot. This will probably take you 5 minutes. And probably on Monday, just do those 2 because we are going to have the meeting. You are going to have to watch this video. But come Tuesday, you're going to watch this short little rap video about math. It's more of a funny video and a fun video, and it's only a few minutes long. But here, if you get done early, again, what I encourage you to do is email me, or if you go down to the bottom here, pick some of these additional IXL skills to do, or play some XP math games to make sure that you keep working on your math. Now, you know the wrap-up prompts here. These are Google Forms. Again, fill those out for the district. That way they know you're engaged. So any questions so far with Monday and Tuesday? Wednesday, we're kind of giving you an off day as far as IXL or Khan Academy. Here is a Padlet. And some of you did the Padlets. And when I had you guys rank the Padlets, most of you really enjoyed the Padlets. So I'm going to open it up a little bit. But one of the things I'm going to say is be kind with one another. And what I mean by that, if I go to Padlet, one of the things I'm going to allow you to do this week is you can, heart someone if you want, or you can actually comment. So if you want to make some comments like, oh, I thought the same thing, or that's a great idea, oh, that's so fun, you can do that. You just have to make sure they're appropriate. As 8th graders, we don't usually have to talk about it, but if you're making disparaging comments or comments that might be construed as mean, I'm going to have to shut down that feature. So I think this is a fun way to interact with each other, because let's face it, you guys were a great math class. You still are a great math class. I haven't lost you. You're still here. But I had a lot of fun this year, and you know that we made great strides this year. So you might be one of the top math classes I've ever had for 8th grade math. So let's keep that going. Let's keep that spirit going. So I don't mind if you comment at each other. Let's make it fun, like, oh, that's really cool. That's neat. And I probably should have had this open last week, because some of the foods that you guys said you ate were like, whoa, I never would have eaten those. So it would be nice to comment on some of those as well. So make sure that you do this. Make sure you sign in as your name. If you sign in as anonymous, I can't check you off as having that done. And then there's the math fun video of the week. It's a TED Ed video. You're just going to watch it and see if you can solve the problem. If you can't, again, spend 20 minutes on Wednesday. If it gets to the point and you want to really solve it, go ahead, keep working on it. But I don't want you to spend 4 hours on it and say that, oh, I spent 4 hours on math, I can't do anything else. No, spend your 20 minutes, and if you can't solve it, you can't solve it. On Thursday, we're going to start IXL. Now, here's the neat thing with IXL this week. What you're going to do first is you're going to take this checkup. It's basically a quiz. And there's 5 questions on here, one for each one of these skills. So if you nail this quiz and get all 5 correct, you don't have to do any of these. What you would do is just go, and I give you a link to these building skills, IXL building skills. So it says it right here. If you get all these correct, just go here. Let's say you get 4 out of 5 correct, and you finish up this one in just a few minutes. All you have to do is go here. But if you get them all wrong, you're going to be working on these. So again, here are the links for it. Now, again, I expect you to work 20 minutes on Thursday. Now, notice on Friday, I said continue working on the IX skills from Thursday. So I don't expect you to finish all of these on Thursday. In fact, if you score a 0 out of 5, you may not finish all of these on both Thursday and Friday. Put your 20 to 25 minutes in, and that's fine. If you really want to get them done and improve, that's fine. That's awesome. But I don't want you to spend 5 hours working on these. But I also need you to get started on it right away. This grading equations checkup should not take you much more than 5 minutes to do. If you're on this and all of a sudden 20 minutes has passed by and you just got done with the checkup, I'm sorry. You have to work a little bit more diligently, and you have to put more into it. And I would expect you to start working on some of these. So you can't spend 20 minutes just looking at the questions and thinking about it and waiting to answer it. And that happens sometimes in class. It took you guys sometimes a few minutes to get started, Well, the 20 minutes is if you're working. And actually, when you go into IXL, I can see how much time you took. And there's an algorithm there that will show how much time you're actually active in it. So if you're clicking on this link and you're checking your email in between and you're doing different things, it'll only show up that you worked on it a couple minutes, even if you had the screen open for 20 minutes. So be honest with me in there. You do need to score an 85% or higher. But again, be honest with me. If you get to 20 minutes and you were working hard on this, then you can move on. But you are working on this Thursday and Friday. And these are all review skills, so hopefully you're going to do well on it. And then on Friday, one of the things I've added this week is we've got a reflection for you here. If you click on that, it's just going to ask you for your name. It's going to ask you for, how things went this week. And one of the things I added here, this is a checkoff sheet. So you're going to go through here and you're going to check off, yep, I did this one. Yep, I did this one. Now, not everybody will check them all off. Hopefully the Khan Academy, everybody gets checked off. But if you scored a 5 out of 5, you won't have any of these checked off for the IXL. You might have to check off this one that you did additional ones. And, I got all 5 of those right. So I did this one, this one, this one, and that one. And that's fine. But this is just another reminder. These are the things that you should be doing. Now, I might look at it and say, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. But you've seen this sheet. One of them is a Padlet. One of them is a, did you do the fun math problem of the week? So some of them are very, very, very simple. So again, if you have any questions, any concerns, let me know so I can help you. And again, the expectation is that you're working hard. But I also understand, let me know if something comes up, if you get sick, if a family member gets sick and you're unable to do some things, just send me an email. Hey, Mr. Rattoon, I wasn't able to work on my IXL Thursday and Friday. My grandma got really sick, so, we're taking care of her, or my parents are both working, so I got to watch my 3 younger siblings, and I'm just not able to get as much done as I can. So we're going to be flexible, but we do expect you to work as well. So as always, have a great week, and I hope to see everybody at 1 o'clock on Monday for our first math class meeting. Thanks.